Right. So what we learned in last class? What we learned in last class? I think we learned very important concept that is
Row is
data security, right? Row-wise initialization blocks, right?
yes.
Row-wise initialization blocks. So and we learned here if a user belongs to multiple regions or multiple groups. I taken the example of regions. Or tomorrow a user logged in, he has to see only that corresponding cities only. Then like that also you can provide it. Or a employee is logged in, let us say there is a possibility sometimes one employee is billing is coming 20% is billing from one customer, 40% is billing from other customer. There is a possibility like that we'll get same employee 100% of the billing from different accounts. Once he logged in, he belongs to what are the accounts, those all accounts information he has to see it. Like that I can go and I can design it. Okay, right. So row-wise installation block is basically for if one user belongs to multiple groups. One user belongs to multiple groups, then we need to go for that one. Okay, right. Next we went for a request variable, we went for it. Request variable. And the request variable is main purpose is to override. Main purpose is what? To
Override
override
session.
session variable. That's what the purpose what we have it. And I given here one activity to you people. Okay, exercise I given. What is the exercise I given? I given exercise presentation variable, right? Did I get chance to walk through it? What is the purpose of this one? What is the purpose of this one? One word. To capture user selection. Whatever user selected in the dashboard prompt. To capture user selection of dashboard what? Prompt. Whatever user is selecting in the dashboard prompt that we are going to capture into the presentation variable. That we can use in a number of places. Presentation variable you can use as a what is this? Filter. Presentation variable you can use inside the calculations. Presentation variable you can use as a display title. We did I think this display title we already did, right? Display titles. Like that a number of functionalities we have about this. Like that about this a number of functionalities we have it. Okay, now today we need to learn one simple and important one that is called as modeling time series data. Modeling time series data we have to learn about. So in any question, one common sorry in any business some common questions are available. I want to compare I want to compare I want to compare today business with last day business. I mean yesterday. I mean yesterday business. Okay, this is a common question, common thing. Anyone is going to do it, right? Okay, today how I did, and yesterday how I did. That is a common thing people are going to do it. And let us say some people may be doing. I want to compare this month business with what? Last month business. And some people may be comparing, I want to compare this quarter business with last quarter business. Last quarter business. So like that we are going to compare. And some people may say as I want to compare year wise also. Some people will say as I want to compare one decade, 10 years how I did and other 10 years how I was. So if I have this kind of questions, then we have to go for a year based on the time we are doing a comparison. Based on time we are doing a comparison we are doing. And one thing is here, one thing is here, any year if you take it, surely we have the quarters, no doubt. Any quarter you take it, surely we have months also. Any month you take it, surely we have what? Days also available. There is no gaps. There is no gaps. But in some other hierarchies, we go and try to take it. For example, position hierarchy. A team member may not have team lead sometimes in some of the projects. A team lead in some of the projects may not have manager. A manager may not have some of the project senior manager. In that project I am talking about. Okay, officially in our profile, if you go and try to see it, someone will be tagged. Someone will be tagged. But that guy may not be really belongs to that project. As you need one manager is required, there is and someone they are going to map it. Okay, as per the hierarchy. So what I want to say is, if you go for the geography also, one country may not have sometimes, some countries may not have states. Suppose India is available states, USA is available states, we have some countries may be available, there is no states. One state may not have districts also. Ideally we are saying as what, any state should have some districts, but maybe small state means they not have district. So what I'm trying to say is there is a possibility some of the gaps may be in other hierarchies, but in case of time hierarchy, that kind of gap is not there. Any year, 2000 year or 2015 year or 2016 year, we have the 4 quarters. Any quarter we have the 3 months like that. Now, if we go for here a comparison, if I want to do this comparison, then I require here some special functions. Those special functions are 3 things. One is ago, second is to date, third is period rolling. What is the meaning of this ago function is calculates aggregated values as of some time period shifted from the current time. Calculates aggregate values as of some time period shifted from the current time. Example, we are saying as 1 month ago sales. We are comparing what? This month sales with 1 month ago sales, we are comparing it. And we are saying as 1 year ago sales. We are comparing this year sales with the 1 year ago. Let us 3 months ago sales, something like that. The syntax is very simple here, ago. Then we are writing here measure, followed by your level, then followed by your number of periods. Suppose measure is equal to dollars, I am saying. Level is equal to year. Number of periods is equal to 1. That means what? I am comparing 1 year ago, I am comparing. Measure is equal to dollars only, and level is equal to year only, and number of periods is equal, let's say what? 2. That means what? 2017 data I am comparing with 2015 data. This year data with from this year, second year we are comparing back. That means 2015 I am comparing. Suppose if I keep here 3, then what will happen? 2017 data I am comparing with 2014 data. Suppose if I am keeping instead of the year I am keeping here month, what will happen? 3 months back data I am comparing. That means I am in the month of now June month. So back I have to go May, then April, then what? March month I am going to compare it. Something like that I will be going backwards. Ago function will use dense rank analytical function to achieve the calculations. So dense rank is a one analytical function. For example, to understand more about this dense rank, let me write here one simple SQL query. Simple SQL query. We have here, let us say, Scott schema is available. I can explain better with that. So in the Scott schema, let us say I have here select EMP number, E name, then salary, then I want to calculate here what is the rank and what is the dense rank of the salaries. So what is the function I am writing here? Rank over then what? Salary, sorry, order by salary descending order. This one we are saying as rank from EMP. Now if we go and try to run this one, we are going to get the data. Who is the first salary guy? 5,000. And who is the second salary? 3,000, 3,000, same salaries. Next is what? 2975, like that we got it. Whatever I written this one, this is called as now what type of function it is? Analytics function. And if I want to calculate here, let's say dense rank I want to calculate here. So I am trying to calculate here dense rank. What all I have to do is in this one, I have to add here the word called as dense, I have to add it. So if I add here dense underscore rank, and here also I am adding here, let us say dense underscore rank is the name, then run it. We can observe here what is the difference you are observing here. In case of rank, what is happening? In case of dense rank, what is happening? In case of rank, whenever the number is repeated, equal numbers are skipping here. Are you getting my point? Here, ideally it has to occupy what? Third position, if it is different number. As the same number is occupied what? Second position, so third is skipped. Ideally it has to occupy what position? 11th position, but it is the same number, that's what is occupied what? 10th position, and 11 is skipped. But that kind of skipping is not there in case of dense rank. Okay, that's what the difference here. So this is what I am trying to say here. It is going to use ego function, will use dense rank analytical function to achieve the calculations. For intent, you may be using the ego function and ego syntax only we are using it. Backend, if you go and try to observe the SQL query, the SQL query will use the dense rank uses. Backend, if you go and observe it, dense rank is going to use it. Okay, let us go and try to see the next one. ToDate function. ToDate function. Better, we'll try to see the ToDate function later. First, we'll go with the ego function. I want to calculate what? 1 month ago sales I want to calculate it. 1 month ago sales I want to calculate it. If you go for our RPD, let me open our RPD. All programs. Then latest version I am taking it. Administration. Then I am opening in online. Is it our RPD only or not? This is our RPD only. We are seeing this one. Now I want to calculate here. Right click on this, then new object, then go for here logical column. I am giving here some name. Let us say ego. If I go for here derived, edit here. Are you seeing here anything called as levels? Logical level, something like that? Logical dimension, something like that? No. But in my syntax, whatever we have here, right? If you go for the syntax, in the syntax, it is expecting what? Level. But do we have here levels? Here logical tables available, directly columns available. I don't want to pass here column. I want to pass what? Level. In order to pass the level, First you have to define out of these all tables, dimension tables, out of this all dimension table, which is related to the time, that we have to identify it. Which is related to the time? This one is related to the time. How you know? Because of the title. System will not understand based on the titles. We have to inform somewhere configuration. Hey, this is corresponding to the time. Inside this one, whatever we have it, corresponding to the time columns. Like that, we have to inform to the system. For that, we have to double click on this one. Then go to the general tab. Sorry, where I am. Sorry, not the dimension table. We have to double click on what? The dimension table corresponding hierarchy. Double click. Then we have here one of the option in the general tab that is called as structure. We have to define as what? Time. If I define this time, sorry, okay. If I define that as a time, if I click on OK, now if you go for any one calculation, let us say some name I am giving, then column source, derived, edit expression. Now are you seeing something extra? Time dimension is extra, and we are seeing different levels or not? We are seeing different levels. So if I want to do these calculations, whatever we have it, like ago, to date, period ruling, any of these three functions using, if you want to do the calculation, we have to enable one of our hierarchy as what? Time hierarchy. If time hierarchy if enabled, then only we can do these calculations. That is the reason our title is what? Modeling time series data. That means what? This data is working based on time. This data is working based on time. So we are enabling here time. Series is nothing but structure, time structure data. Time structure data. Now, let us say I am removing this one once. Let us click on OK. And did you remember we used to provide in each and every level one key column. One key column. That key we are saying as logical level key. What key we are saying it? We are saying that key as logical key we are saying it. For example, if I right click on any one thing, there is option, what is this? Logical level key. Okay, here also in each and every level, in day level, what is the logical key we have here? Day key is acting as what? Logical level key. That is nothing but primary key in that level. In month level also we have, what is this? Month code is acting as a logical level key. So in each and every level we have the logical level keys available. And are you seeing any option here extra apart from these four things? This is the one key name, second is what? Column names, third is what? Descriptions, and fourth is what? Used for display. Are you seeing anything called as fifth here? Fifth column, are you seeing it? No. But now let me do only one activity. What I will do this activity is, what I am going to that activity is double click on this time hierarchy, enable this time option, okay. Now double click on same month level and see, are you seeing any extra options? Are you seeing any extra options? Yes. What is this? Chronological key. Chronological key is the extra. What is this chronological key and how it is different from our logical level key? How it is different from our logical level key? This is very important question. Now, whenever the moment we select here, the moment we enabled here, it is a time. Then it is expecting immediately in each and every level, it is expecting what it is expecting? Chronological key it is expecting. As I disable that one, that is the reason it is not asking it. If I enable that one, then you go for any time level, year level, or if you go to the quarter level, or if you go to the month level, wherever you go, it is expecting what? Chronological level key, it is expecting it. Now, this is the time to understand here very simple mathematics. Very simple mathematics. Okay, logical level key, let us say, what is this? Till this point of time, we define each and every hierarchy level, logical level key, we used to define it. Now, whenever it is a time dimension, I am asking to define what I am asking to define. Chronological key also we have to define, I am saying it. How it is different from this calculation and this calculation. Let us say if you see the day level, I am doing this calculation at the day level. In the logical level key, day level. Suppose if I say as 31 plus 1, how much it is? 31 plus 1, how much it is? 32. Suppose if I say 1 minus 1, how much it is? 0. 0. Now, same calculations, if I go and if I try to do here, what is this one now? Tell me. 31 plus 1, how much? How much? 31 plus 1 is how much? 1. 31 plus 1 is how much? 1. 1 of next month. 1 of next month. Because system is aware of it, there is no 32 day in the calendar. If you enable that it is a time dimension, system will think about the calendar pattern. How time is adjusted. In that way it is do the calculations. The moment you say 31 plus 1, it is immediately says as next month it is 1. Because there is no 32 day. Do you have the 32 day? No, that's what it is going to work. Whenever you say 1 minus 1, it won't say 0 because 0 day is not there. 0 day is not there. So that is the reason what it will do is, it may be based on the month actually, it may be 28 or it may be what? 29, it may be what? 30, it may be what? 31 of last month. Suppose you are in the leaf year, and in the March month and you say minus 1, then will go to where? 29. If you are in the non-leaf year and you are in the March month, it will go to where? 28. If you are in the somewhere April, in the April means how many days are available? 30? 30 days or 31 days? 30 days. So if I say April 1 minus 1 means it is going to give what? 31. Something like that, we'll do the calculation. Now if you go and try to see the next one, let's say month level. Month level. Suppose I am saying as 12 plus 1. How much? How much it is? 13. Right. And if we say, let us say 1 minus 1, how much? 0. But same thing, if I am trying to implement as part of the chronological key. If I am trying to implement as part of the chronological key, 12 plus 1 is how much? 1 of next year. And if I say 1 minus 1 is equal to, what is that? 12 of last year. 12 of last year. Now similarly it happens with the quarter level also. If you go for quarter level, if I try to define here 4 plus 1, how much? 5. If I say 1 minus 1, how much? 0. If I do the same quarter level calculations here, then 4 plus 1 is how much? 1. 1 of next year. Now 1 minus 1 is equal to how much? 4. 4 of last year. Next, if you go for the year level, and year level is the one which is going to work same if it is a logical level key or if it is a chronological key, it doesn't matter. Suppose 2017 year plus 1, how much? 2018. 2017 year minus 1 also how much? 2017. 16. And these calculations are same in the case of chronological key also, yes or no? Are you getting my point? For in case of year level, if you define chronological key or you are not defining chronological key also, it's okay. Why? Because chronological key way if you are calculating or logical level key way you are calculating, both ways are what? Same. Both ways are same. So whatever we are calculating, we are going to get expected result only. Excellent. Now let us go and try to do these calculations. And first one we have here, what is this? First one, first step, define time dimension, and what is this? Chronological key. Now we know how to define the time dimension, and we know why to define the chronological key also. Why to define the chronological key? If you define logical level key, it go for the normal number calculations. If you go for normal number calculations, we won't have 32 day, we won't have 0 day, we won't have 5th quarter, we don't have 0 quarter, something like that, right? That is the reason we need a special calculation is required in case of the time. That special calculation system will provide to you, if you select the chronological key. If you select the chronological key, special framework of the calculation will be activated and will get the special calculations. Got it? Okay. So for this, first you have to open RPD online mode, double click on periods dimension, enable what? Time. Okay, let us go and try to do that. I am in the time hierarchy, we enabled what? Time. That is done. Second point, double click on year level, enable what? Chronological key. So year level is this one. Double click and you have to enable what? Chronological key. Already I said if you enable or disable at the year level, it is okay. Enable also nothing will happen. Disable also nothing will happen. Only that facility is there for year level. Okay, time being I am not selecting it. I am not selecting it. Next is what? Quarter level. In the quarter level I am selecting it because 4 plus 1 is 5, 5th quarter is not available. So I am asking to system, hey, consider this as a time and try to do carefully. Then okay. Then go for month level. I am saying as month code as what? Chronological key. Whatever is acting already as a primary key, same thing we are selecting as what? Chronological key. Now we are going for day level. In the day level also we are selecting a day key as what? Chronological key. Then okay. That's what I am asking you to do it. Similarly, enable chronological key for all the levels like quarter, month and day levels. Already whatever key column is acting, the same thing we are selecting as a chronological key also. What is chronological key? Chronological key is a primary key. It is useful to identify time values uniquely. Time value, it is only useful for what? Time values purpose only. Chronological key always associated with what? Time. The moment I enabled a time option, then only it is expecting chronological key from you. If time option is disabled, is it expecting chronological key? No. Only in time dimension, there is no possibility of skipped and dragged hierarchy. Skipped and dragged hierarchy. The moment I selected here time, these two options what happened? Disabled. In case of any year, we have the 4 quarters. But in case of any manager, we cannot find the team lead. In case of any state, we cannot find the districts. In case of any product type, we cannot select, we should not have the subtypes. Are you getting my point? But in case of any year, we have the quarters. That is the reason there is no possibility of skips and drags. What is skip and drag? More detailed level I will explain. In skip and drag hierarchy, I am going to explain it. Skip and drag hierarchy, I am going to explain it. In that, I will explain more clarity. But as of now, what? There is no gaps. There is no gaps in case of time. But there is a possibility of the gap in case of any other hierarchy. Any other hierarchy. Can you tell me a country which has no states, sorry. No city like that. What is the smallest country? What is the smallest country, sir? Some Vatican City something is there, right? Hmm? Smallest country. What is this? This is the one. In this one, I think there is no states. Okay, it's very small one. I think there is no states. That means what I'm trying to say is there may be a country that may not have what? States. That may not have states. But if you take India, we have how many states? Huh? 29, including our Telangana, right? Okay. So, like that, each and every country we are expecting some states, but this is a country, but there may not be a state in that one. There may not be a state in that one. Okay. So, in case of time, there is no possibilities of the gaps. But remaining hierarchies, there is a possibilities of the gap. That's the reason the moment we define it as a time, these two things are disabling automatically. That's what I want to talk about. This fourth point, what we have here. Sorry, sixth point, only in time dimension there is no possibility of skipped and dragged hierarchy. Now we are trying to create here ego measure. What I want all is 1 month ago I want it. What I want? 1 month ago I want it. Okay, it is very simple. What all I need to do is go to the RPD, then right click on the fact table, then new object, logical column. I am giving the name as 1 month ago. Now go to the column source, derived from existing, edit expression. Where is the syntax? This is the syntax. How many parameters is expecting? 3 parameters. One is measure, level, number of periods. I want the measure column is dollars column. Okay, select the measure parameter. I want to pass what? Dollars I want to pass it. Then click on this arrow mark, you go and try to sit over there. Now second, what level you want to calculate? What level you want to calculate? That level you have to select. Level if you have to select means you have to select what here? Time dimensions. In that we have 4 levels are available here. What is my title? 1 month ago. 1 month ago means month level I have to do the calculation or year level? Month level. So select here month level and select year level. Then click on here arrow mark. So month level will go and try to sit over there. Third is what? 1 month ago. 1 month ago means what I have to type here? 1 I have to type here. Select that one from the keyboard, type 1. It is going to sit over there. Very simple. If I want to go for 2 months ago, which parameter I have to change? First parameter or second or third? Third parameter. In place of the 1 I need to write 2 I have to write it. That's it. Now, if I want to do the 1 year back means what I have to do? Which parameter I have to change? Second parameter. In place of the month level I have to keep, year level I have to keep it. Okay, excellent. Okay, then okay, we got here 1 month ago. Next I want to calculate here, let us say we have here 1 month ago dollars it is, and this is what current dollars. If I want difference, can I go and find out the difference or not? Yes. I am doing in the profit mode, I mean improvement mode, or I am doing in the bad mode. I want to know. Then what I have to do? The difference by current dollars into 100. How we used to calculate here? I purchased one product. My cost price of the product is 100, and my selling price of the product is 110 rupees. And if I want here profit, how we are going to calculate it? Profit or it may be loss, whatever it is. What we are going to write here? Selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100. Okay, similarly here also what I want to do is I want to write here what is that? First let me calculate here difference. How to calculate the difference? New object, logical column, then difference of current and previous months. Then column source, derived, then edit expression, then V is your current, V is your previous. What is selling price here? What is cost price? How to compare it? What is selling price equivalent? What is cost price equivalent in my situation? What is CP now my situation and what is SP in my situation? I have to compare current month with previous month, right? Which is the CP, which is the SP? Tell me, out of these two activities, which is happened first? Which is happened first? First we'll sell and then we'll buy, or first we'll purchase and then we'll sell. So out of these two activities also, current month and previous month, which is happened first? So this is equal to then previous month. This is equal to then current month. Like that you can remember. Now I want to go and I want to write here formula. What is the formula I want to write here is difference. Difference means what I have to do here? SP minus CP. SP means what? Current month sales minus previous month I have to do here. So let us go and try to do current month sales is, we have here directly what? Dollars minus previous month sales that we have here 1 month ago. Okay, we calculated the difference. I want the percentage. I mean improvement mode it is going or reverse mode it is going. Then I want to know that one. How I can do it? Right click, new object, logical column. Then we are calculating a percentage improvement. If you are getting the negative value, that one automatically becomes what? Negative improvement. Now go to the column source, derive, edit. Then what is the calculation? Already we have the difference, right? Already you have the difference, right? So we have to write the difference in the numerator by what is in the denominator? CP. CP means what? Previous month. Previous month means what here? 1 month ago. That 1 month ago we are taking into what I have to write? Into 100. Is it clear? Right. Click on the OK. Then click on the OK. Then we got the percentage improvement. Something like that. Some extra columns we can create if I have the 1 month ago. That is what the benefit of that one. Just like that we are not simply selecting 1 month ago. We have one business question now. What is the business question? Hey, I want to know percentage of improvement from last month to this month or last year to this year. That kind of question is available. Then we can calculate that one by taking first what? 1 month ago. If 1 month ago is not in place, can you calculate the percentage of improvement? No. So if you want to calculate the percentage of improvement, we need 1 month ago. If you want to calculate the 1 month ago, then we require the ego syntax. If I want to use ego syntax properly, we have to enable the time option. Time option has to work properly, we have to enable the chronological key. All are interlinked. Right? Okay. Next one, second syntax I want to know, that is called as, go back here, and second syntax is what? To date function. What do you mean by to date function here? For example, in our resumes we used to keep I am working so and so company till date. Till date means what? Today also I am working, something like that. Here also YTD. YTD means what? Year till date. Suppose now I am sitting in the date of, what date I am sitting? 23rd. So if I say YTD, then it is going to give you from the January 1st to June 23rd, whatever data available, it is going to roll up those all things. If I say, let us say here QTD, that means what? Quarter till date. In which quarter I am? January, February, March is first quarter. April, May, June is second quarter. So from where it has to take? From April 1st to June today. Then similarly MTD means June 1st to June 23rd it will go. Something like that. So syntax is very simple. What is this? Measure and level. Measure is, let's say, dollars. Level is here, if I provide it becomes YTD. Measure is dollars and level if I given quarter it becomes QTD. Something like that it works out. So let us go and try to do that kind of thing, and in the back end it is going to use what it is. Row number is our analytical function and rank is the one analytical function it is going to use it. Okay, that's fine. Right click, new object, next what? Already I defined the time dimension and also enable the chronological. Each and every time I need not do it. Already one time activity only, that is I did it. So logical column, then what it is, YTD, then derived, edit, then functions, time series, to date, then I moved here. What is the measure I want? The measure I want here, dollars. Next what? Level. What level I want to calculate? YTD I said, right? So we have to go for which level? Year level. Now okay. Then okay, we calculate here YTD. Next one is I want to go for here third syntax, that is called as period ruling function. In fact, it is a new feature in where? In 11G. That means in 10G we don't have it. And what the syntax is, see this syntax: measure, starting period offset, ending period offset. Starting period offset and ending period offset. Suppose I given here dollars and I given here, let us say, 0. Sorry, not a 0. -1. What is this? -1. This one ending period offset I given as 0. And it is not talking about any level here, right? Do you have any level? No. In the report, if you take a month and you take in this calculate column, then it calculates what level? Month level. In the report, we have the year and we are taking this column. It calculates what level? Year level automatically. Based on the report, what columns you taken. According to that columns, it will behave. Because inside the formula, we don't have here what? Level is not there. What is the meaning of this -1 and 0 is? 0 means current month, or current year, or current day, or current quarter. -1 means what? Previous one. So suppose if I given here -2 and let us say 0, what is the meaning? Current month or current year or current day or current quarter to two levels back, current year or current month or current day or whatever it is. Are you getting my point? Like that it is going to calculate it. For example, I want here 3 months roll up, I want it. 3 months roll up, I want it. Then what I need to do? Right click on this, new object, logical column. I want here 3, I should not say months, or I should not say years, or I should not say days, or I should not say quarters basically. Yes or no? Because based on the report side, whatever you are taking, it behaves like that, right? Okay, right. 3 levels, then roll up I am saying. If I take in the month means month level 3 levels it will go. If I take in the year means year three things it will go. Something like that. What does that mean? If you go for here edit expression, then I want to take here functions, time series, period rolling, then dollars I want to select here logical tables, then dollars, then move here. Starting period offset is I am giving as -2, ending period offset is I am giving as 0. Then go and try to click on here, okay. Can I? Did you specify any level here? No. Let us go and try to click on here OK. Then click on OK. We calculated now somehow these are the columns what we calculated. All the columns I am trying to move into here. Then check in changes. Click on S. There are no errors. Then close. Then save. Let us verify the result. I am going for now demo.us. Here sign in. Let us go to the analysis. Then I am trying to take care one thing. Let us go for year column. Then go for month code column. Then go for what is the current dollars and what is the 1 month ago dollars, and also difference is what, and also percentage of improvement is what. Let me go for this total is test of what, ago function understanding. We are trying to understand ago function results. We got the data. Observe this one now. For this record we know already our data is available where, from 1998-01. We didn't have business in the 1997-12. Company is not formed. Company started when? 1998-01 only. 1997-12 I don't have the company. Revenue also not there. That is the reason 1 month ago is what? Null. This minus this is what? Null only. Anything you are subtracting from the null, result is null only. And percentage also what? Null only. With respect to this, what is the last month means? This is the last month. So that is what it is stamped here. With respect to the 1999-01, with respect to the 1999-01, what is the last month? That's what is stamped or not? That is what the power of 1 month ago. 1999-01 minus 1, 1999-00. Normal mathematics means. Normal mathematics means what? 1999-01 minus 1 becomes what? 1999-00. But it is going to where? 1998-12 it is going, and opposite that one whatever value is available, that value is stamping here. That is the power of logical level key or chronological level key? Chronological key. Okay. Now these two difference it is calculated, and what is the percentage of improvement? 8% is the improvement it is going on. Okay. Now I think we are good with this one. Let us go and try to save it and see backend SQL query whatever it is there. Manage sessions. Here opposite to this one, what is this? View log. There you can observe what we have. What is the function it is using? Dense rank is the function what it is trying to use it. Dense rank is the function what is trying to use it. Am I clear? Please observe the SQL query. Right? So similarly, let us go and try to see the next one. What is the test case 2? Let me go back, then new, then analysis, supplier sales representative. I am trying to take here year column, then month code column, then you want to take here dollars column, then I want to take here YTD column. This is we are trying to understand what example? To date function we are understanding, right? To date understanding. Okay, to date function we are trying to understand. Let me click on here results. Then see here, let me export this data into the Excel so that we can explore more. I'm exporting this one into the Excel. We got here one Excel file. Open that. Now, if you see here, for example, this record, try to observe it. This record, try to observe it. If you observe that record, how we got this number? If you see here, if I try to sum up all these things, what is the sum? 2744660. That's why it came here or not? Right? Suppose if you take here 1999-01, what happened? Whenever year is changed, running totally changed or not? Running totally changed and reset it to what? Again beginning. Reset it to what? Again beginning, because it is YTD. YTD means what? Year beginning to till date. In that 1999-01 means what? That month only, right? That's how it is calculating. Whereas 1998-12 means what? It has to sum up from first month to till year. First month means what? This month. So total how much it is? 477,48591. Same thing we got here. Yes, online folks, is it clear? Right, that is the YTD calculation. How it happened, SQL query backend, we'll try to observe. Let us say administration, manage sessions, then opposite to this one, we have view log. Then you can notice here, we have, what is this? Rank is an analytical function. Okay, using that rank, it's trying to calculate the things. Even min also it is used as an analytical function. Okay, as part of this one, rank and min are used here. Okay, let us move on to the next one. Last test query. New. Sorry, no. You don't want the YTD for all the years. You want YTD for only particular year. No, that is not possible. You have to calculate means all you have to calculate. Otherwise, you should not calculate for anything. Because YTD calculation we are not doing in the report level actually. We are doing in the RP level even. Okay. Now if you go for year, next one year, what column I taken? Year. If I take year column, then if you take here dollars, and if you take here, let us say 3 levels roll up, if I click on the result, what we got it? What we got it? From 1998 back 3 years it will go. 1998, that means 1997, 1996. But 1997, 1996, I don't have any business. That is the reason 1998 total only it is giving. From 1999, it is good for the 3 steps. 1999, 1998, 1997. 1997, I have no business. 1998 plus 1998 is how much? This much. 1 plus 2 is how much? 3. Are you getting my point? If I take here month also include in the query, then your calculation is changing here, right? Suppose we are in the 3rd month, let us say. Let me export this also into the Excel. Let us say we are in the some month. I am taking randomly. I am taking some month. If I am in this record with these 3 things, how much? 1194445 something, right? Same thing, it is calculated or not? If I take here some month, let us say this month, what is this meaning? These 3 months, 1998, 902, 01 and 12th month. So if you go and try to see these 3 things, how much? 12264,855, 12264,855. So it is working fine or not? Right. So that's what called as here. What is this? Period ruling. If you want, you can observe here SQL query for this. Then manage sessions. Then go to the. I think I didn't give in the name. So click on here view log. Then we can see again it is using what? Dense rank, it is trying to use it. So something like this, you can observe the backend SQL query and you can understand how it is happening. Okay, at this point of time, we got the clarity on what you mean by true date function, what you mean by period ruling function. We know step 1, how to define the time dimension and chronological key. We know step 2, how to create the ego measures. And we are trying to calculate here what? Variance, that is difference. And we are calculating what? Percentage change. We calculate what? YTD. We calculate what? 3 months roll up. Now testing, yes, we did all the 3 testings, we did it. We did. Next is what? Some good examples. See that? What are you trying to expect? Something you understand? What I want is, let me give the requirement. I want year column. Then I want here month column. Then I want here dollars column. Then I want here n number of months ago column. N number of months ago column. Year is equal to, let us say 2015 for example. Month is equal to 1, let us say dollars is equal to 10 rupees, let us say number of months is equal to, let us say what? Okay, let us say 2015 again, for example. This is, let us say month is 2, this is, let us say some 20. Something we have the data like this. And here we are going to create here one drop down. Here you are going to create here one drop down. Somewhere we have the drop down option. The data. Help me sir, it is not OBIEE. Somewhere we get the drop down. Okay, what I want to give is the different options to the customer. I want to provide it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that I want to provide it. In this drop down, if user selects one, let us say, then what it has to sit here, one it has to sit, and I want to get the title as 1 month ago, and values also I want to get what? Here null we are going to get. If I select here what? 1 if I select it. If I select here 1, then what I will get here? I will get null, and I will get here in place of the n I will get what? 1 I am going to get it. If n is equal to 1, if n is equal to, n is my presentation variable, n is what? My presentation variable. Let us say that n we are trying to pass here, then n we are going to pass here. Are you getting my point? So then this n title also I am changing here, so it becomes what now? 1 month ago. This becomes null. This becomes what? 10. This becomes what? 20. This becomes what? 30. Something like that I want it. Suppose if I select here not the 1, if I select here 2, then what will happen? 2 months ago, and we are going to get here what? Again null. Here we are going to get what? 10. Here we are going to get what? 20. Something like that. Something like that. So here what is your dynamic? Number of months I have to go back is dynamic. That is nothing but in this 1 month ago formula, in 1 month ago formula, which one I want to maintain dynamic? This parameter I want to maintain dynamic. If user selects 1, it has to calculate 1 month ago. If user selects the 2, it has to calculate 2 months ago. If user calculates the 3, then it has to select what? 3 months. I will provide all 12, I will provide in the drop down. 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 12 I will provide in the drop down. Customer has the freedom to select whatever he like it. Whatever he selected, according to that one, it has to calculate what? N number of months ago it has to calculate. Then what we have to do here? Hmm? What you have to do here? For example, let me give some more guidelines. First, create one dashboard prompt. What you have to do here? You have to create one dashboard prompt. You have to create it. The dashboard prompt type is equal to variable prompt. The variable prompt presentation variable. Let's give the name as PV. Let's give like that. Or let's give the name as N. Whatever you want it. Now here I want to pass the value choices. Choices I want to pass here plus 1. Then what I want to pass? 2. Then what I want to pass? 3. Then 4. Then 5. Then 6. Then 7. 8. 9. In 1 month, how many things are available? How many available? In 1 year, how many months available? 12. 12 I provided. Then I am trying to click on here. Okay. Then I am trying to say as months display. Now I want to create here one dashboard. Let me create here one dashboard. I am trying to create here one dashboard. 1 month ago and presentation variable 1 month ago and presentation variable integration. Both combination we are developing one thing we are trying to develop it. So I am going to the B160 folder. Then I am trying to drag and drop here. We have here our folder B160 months display. Where is the months display? And just now we create what is that? Month ago understanding, right? Something we given. Ago function understanding, then save it, then run it. Now what is my goal is, if I select here 1, if I click on apply, it has to give 1 month ago is what? Properly. If I select here 2, if I click on apply, it should give what? 2, but it's not displaying as of now. It has display means what? In the formula third parameter you have to change it. Now you have to research how to pass this user selection into the third position. Requirement is clear or not clear? Requirement is clear, right? How to pass it to the third position, you have to think about it. How to pass this user selection into that place. This ego functions also available in the report level calculations also is available. I mean to say, if you don't want to touch the RPD, everything if you want to handle in the report level also, you can go and you can handle it at the report level also. If you go for any edit formula, then your bottom functions, there also you can see what is this? Time series calculations, we have it. One more thing also available, forecast also available. Okay, right. So try to utilize either from RPD or from the reporting. I want the result. For more information purpose, you can visit this blog. One blog is available, Rithman made blog. Here he trying to maintain some dynamic things. Let us go and try to see that blog. Very quickly we'll walk through it. So what is trying to do? Report date, interval, and what? Number of periods. So you can here, if you go and try to see, we got a rolling period time 1 and time 2, then timestamp -7 current date, something we calculated. -7 is what here? Static value. So if you go and try to see, in that one we are saying as day of month, blah blah, we are calculating. It is a timestamp add, right? Okay, and if you see what they are trying to pass here, presentation variable we are trying to pass inside this calculation filter. So, and we are trying to pass here current date. Here, what is the requirement is actually 6 months. I said, right? 6 months means how we are going to calculate whatever we have the current month, minus 6 to current month, right? Current date plus 1 and what? Something. You have to read this one so that you'll get more clarity. General example is 6 months means what is the meaning? Current month is June. Back 6 months you have to go means date you have to subtract the minus 6. Today it may be 6 months. Tomorrow user select let is 10 months. 10 I have to subtract it, right? So our filter should be like that. Okay. So just walk through this example so that you'll get some more clarity here. Got it? So and do it by understanding these all things. Try to do whatever I am looking for. Okay. So I think I am good with this chapter, time series data chapter, and tomorrow we'll try to see the security. We'll try to start with what? Security chapter. Today we completed modeling, time series data we completed. Okay then, thank you. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye bye.